Hello guys and welcome to today's episode. In today's video we're going to talk all about colors. Now all of these are verified colors, so when you see fruits and when you see berries, that's actually a color. Okay, now the reason I added many of these words is just for your vocabulary. So they're not really used in practice as much, but it's still nice to, expand your knowledge of fruits and vegetables. Now let's get right into it. The first one on our docket is red. Red. Now in Afrikaans it's rooi. Rooi. Please refer back to the pronunciation video for our diphthongs. Oi, rooi. Then our next one is crimson, which is, a very sharp red. Now in Afrikaans we call it bloedrooi. Bloedrooi, as red as blood. Then our next one is raspberry, framboesrooi. Now, if you're referring to the color, it's framboesrooi, but if you're referring to the thing that you eat, that is framboes. Framboes, that's a raspberry. The next one is maroon. Maroon, just note the spelling, it's maroon in English, but in Afrikaans it's maroon. Now, it's basically this color. I would have worn the shirt for this video, but I did not. Now, the next color on our docket is brown. In Afrikaans, it's bruin. Bruin. Now, just note that all these colors are pretty much, they look very similar, but I'm not a color expert or visual, so I don't know where the distinction ends. So if you're an artist that knows these things, please just consider giving me some slack. I'm not really qualified, but whatever, this is what Google gave me. The next on our list is pink. In Afrikaans, it's pink. Here, it's not pinke, it's pink. And now, why is it not pinke? It's one syllable, pink. Now, pink in Afrikaans has the ng combination sound. So, ng is your ng. But remember, when a K presents itself, the G runs away. So it's pink. It's as if the G were there. You still pronounce the G. Well, not really because it's one sound, but the combination you still pronounce because NK together in a single syllable, is as if the K would take the G's place. So it's not when it's two syllables, then it would be pronounced pink. That's when you would have the different pronunciation, but now it's one syllable. How do you know when it's syllables? Well, you just expose yourself to Afrikaans, and then it really comes naturally. So, read more books, or we'll still get to it. Don't worry, I did not forget. We'll still get to it. Then our next one is lig pink, lichte pink. Both are correct. Lig pink or lichte pink. And now, in this case, lig refers to the lighter shade or the lighter hue of pink. Now, lig pink, one word, lichte pink is light pink. Two words. Now, just like in English, where you have light, the light source, or the different hue, we have the same thing. We have lig, that's ons bron van lig, our source of light. Then we have lig, as in the lighter shade, just like you, exactly. But don't confuse lig with lug. Lug is the air, okay? That's the gases that surround us. That's air, okay? Lug, deep U. We'll get to that in a moment. Just wait till we get to blue, okay? So the next one is orchid. Orchid. Now in Afrikaans it's 'n orchidee. The plant is 'n orchidee. Now it's not like framboesrooi where we put in orchidee pers of pink. It's orchidee. It's just the color of an orchid. Okay? A thistle. Thistle is a thistle. Thistle. Now we don't have the LE combination, the TLE or any other LE. We have EL. Because that's how you pronounce it. So it's thistle. Okay, even though we don't really say the T, it's still thistle. It's actually distal, whatever. You say thistle. Now, I'm pretty sure a thistle is more than just the specific type of plant, or the specific plant, but more rather a type of plant, I'm not quite sure, so I'm talking under correction here. Yeah, cool. Lavender blush is Lavender Blush. Now, lavender in Afrikaans is lavendel. Lavendel. Now, a blos, that's when your cheeks start glowing. It's not blues, okay? These are two different words. A blos means the color that's coming out. It refers to the color. To blues means to show this type of emotion. A slight distinction, but a blos is almost like a glowing of the colors. That's the difference. Okay. Now the next one is oranje. Oranje, orange, gold or goud. Gold or goud. Now some of you might be wondering, like, when do we use a D and when do we use a T? Expose yourself to Afrikaans. The same thing is for when you use V or F, because both make the F sound in Afrikaans. It's F. Now, you really do have to expose yourself for this one. There's a type of rule, but I'm not going to give it because it's broken so many times. It's just basically irrelevant. Expose yourself to Afrikaans and later you'll just start to really catch it, to snap it. Snap is to understand. Snap. Then we have geel. Geel or yellow. Geel. Banana or pisang. Banana, pisang. Pisang is the berry itself. It's not pisang is not a color. It falls under yellow, so it's just pisang kleurig. If you really want to describe something, use it as an adjective. And we'll get to adjectives. I've been thinking about it. I've been doing some planning beforehand. So maybe next episode we'll be doing adjectives. Okay. Green is groen. Groen. Green. Then we have emerald green. Now I love the Afrikaans word. Smaragdgroen. One word. Smaragd is an emerald. Smaragd. Then we have a blue. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Lichtblauw. Okay, one word. Lichtblauw, two words. Lichtblauw, one word. Now, don't confuse this for sky blue. Now, sky blue is luchtblauw or hemelblauw. Luchtblauw. Cobalt is cobalt. Note the cobalt. Both syllables are pronounced the same. Turquoise is turquoise. We spell it like we pronounce it, which is strange for most European languages, but it's true for Afrikaans. Cyan is cyan. Cyan, cyan. We just talk about cyan usually, but it's good to know cyan. Nice color. Then we have purple or pers. Pers. Purple, pers. Now, this word is a homonym for to press, okay? So, pers is also like squeezing almost. Pers, ek pers die tafel of ek pers die wyndruiwe tot druiwe tot wyn. I press the wine grapes till they are wine. Pers, to press, or the color purple. Magenta, in Afrikaans it's magenta, but we don't really pronounce it magenta. You can if you want, but we just say magenta or magenta, depending on your disposition. Then we have indigo or indigo. Once again, your disposition. In Afrikaans it's indigo. Okay? Indigo. We don't pronounce indigo, really. We just say indigo. Then white is wit. White is wit. Ivoor is ivory. Now, ivoortande is ivory tusks. Now, tande is your teeth, okay? So, we talk about an elephant's ivory tusks, okay? Say ivoortande. Now, a tusk, we don't really have a word for that. Tusk, I wonder. I'll maybe check into that. Okay, then we have beige, roomkleurig. Roomkleurig is creamy colored. Roomkleurig, beige. That's I think it's like yeah, we used to call it menskleur, which is, when we were younger, it was kind of wrong, menskleur, it's the color of a person, but we don't really say that anymore now that we know the racial implications. Khaki is khaki in Afrikaans, khaki, so pronounced the same but spelled differently. Now, we call English people sometimes khakis, but not really today. Today you might hear someone calling themselves a Sauti or a redneck, which is a redneck is someone we refer to the English as back in the World War II, the Boer War, the Second Boer War. The English that came, they easily burnt on their necks, so that's where they got the nickname Rooinekke, rednecks, and then also with the khaki clothes. So, as you can see, they wore clothes that were khaki colored. That's where the name comes from. If you want to see an example of this, just listen to my Sari Mare. My Sari Mare. That's just a name and a surname. Then we have wheat. Okay. Apparently, wheat is a color. Wheat in Afrikaans we call it koring. Koring. Note the ng. Grys is grey. Grys, grey. And we have silver is silver in Afrikaans. Silver. Yes. Okay, you see. Just pronounce that R, okay? White smoke grey. Wit rookgrys. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to spell it, but wit rookgrys or wit rookgrys or wit rookgrys. I'm not entirely sure, okay? So, but I wanted to highlight here. Smoke is rook. Then we have swart or black. Swart. The intense form is pitch black. And now in Afrikaans, this is the same thing. Pik swart. Pik is pitch. We all know it's that black gooey things. Now, just something to talk about grys. I forgot to mention it earlier. Grys is not gruis. Gruis is what they use in making roads. Okay? But gruis is grys. But grys is not gruis. Let's see if you can figure that one out. So, gruis is what they use in roads, and grys is the color. So spelling it wrong is kind of a big deal. Now, bont, you don't have this word really. So, bont is an entirely new word. If you would describe it in English, you would call it multicolored or rainbow colored. Now, bont is a combination of many words. Now, many colors. Now, these colors don't mix necessarily. They just are put together and everything is so colorful. That's what we call a bont. Or just not a bont, just bont. Bont is the color. And yeah, that's it. I hopefully covered the entire spectrum you were wondering about. If you did appreciate this video, please consider leaving a like down below. And I'll hopefully see you in the next episode.